the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 4. Before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
It's 3rd and 16. AT Cardinal. You ain't going nowhere. Check. After 60.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he bowls over him. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Colts 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Second down at 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They'll look to throw here. Steps away. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Runs over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Stop short of the goal line. A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now on 1st down, and he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
2nd and 15.
He'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them, that's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
89 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The play-action fake, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
2nd and 4. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Looking to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at about the 31. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That'll be taken in by Darby.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The Falcons on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. 30.
Ooh,
10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They run once more with Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. In trouble, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play.